Hey, chat room, let me know when you hear and see me. All right. Hey, Becky, Vicky. Oh, wow, that was fast. I am already on gizwiz.tv. Oh my gosh, holy cow. It's still 8:30 and we are live. So ladies and gentlemen, there is nothing left to do but try and get this mouse to stop racing around the keyboard. It is time for...
It's the Giz Fiz with the Giz Wiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the Giz Fiz. And now your host, mathematics writer and the Giz Wiz, Dick DeBartolo.
It is indeed Giz Fiz, number something or other for April 20, May 28th, 2025. Okay? And this is where... Oh, wait, you know what? Does the music totally fade out? I think it does. It's totally unimproved. Dated for freshness. It is Giz Fiz. And tonight in the studio, ta-da! Lindy Dunn. No! All right, so we have photos from George Davis, facts from George Davis. Now, does that just start over again, or will it just fade out? I'm waiting. Oh, you know, that's great. I guess I can just leave that camera on. I just found out something new. I've been doing this for, what, a year? Chat room is hello, Lindy. Lindy, it's Lindy with an I, L-A-N-D-I. Okay, I guess we'll just jump right into George's photos. And I just spoke to George right before the show, and he is watching. I believe he's watching with his barber. All right. Let's go over to photo number 1. It's an older guy. With, yeah, it looks like a painting. Older guy. Let me see what George put for it. Man working with his iPad. Man working with his iPad. All right, we'll go to our 3-shot here. Oh, George. I know you're not in chat, George, but lots and lots of people saying hi. George looking at his notes. Santa has modernized and is checking his list twice. Santa during the summer, checking his list twice. Looks like he's looking in a mirror. I liked reading on parchment paper better. Hemingway marveling at the iPad. Santa updating his naughty list. If I made an AI of myself, I would make myself young. Ranger says, I'm trying to do my taxes without paper and pen. This iPad is so outdated, says Brian. A futuristic version of Al Jaffe, says Giz1. Caesar, time traveler, drop this off. I wonder what it does. D. Claire, waiting for the morning coffee while reading the New York Times wanted ads. Dan says, old McDonald checking his AIAIO. Oh, that's very funny. Old McDonald, AIAIO. Caesar, who's more outdated, the man of the iPod? And we'll end with... ending with... one more, chat room. You can do it. I know you can do it. Okay, we have a lot of personal conversation going on. A lot of thank yous and congrats. We're ending with, well, I'll go back to the old one because that was very clever. Oh, here comes. Dan says a mistake on that is AIO. I'm sure there's some good news here somewhere. Okay, and we'll go over to George. George said, for the old man working on an iPad, my caption is this a picture of me in the future using my iPad for the Giz Fiz show? It is. That's George's caption. And we're going to go to photo number 2. Okay. Wow. This is just described as a rope puzzle. A rope puzzle. It's puzzling, whatever it is, okay? A rope puzzle. This is not a maze, says Paul, K-N-O-T. Hekanos, a naughty maze. Primitive Pac-Man game, Johnny. Flying out. I found the exit. Becky, can't rope me into that. I'm not sure I could solve this. Amazing, M-A-Z-E-I-N-G. If you go the wrong way in the maze, you get tied up, literally. I'm not, K-N-O-T, getting out of here, am I? Is that a maze? I'm afraid not. These are very, you got that? This has got me tied in knots. An amazing puzzle. I'm not able to do this maze. No soap on a rope here. They're slowing down. L.A. Eric, my brain before coffee. Declare what cowboys do with odds and ends after a day of cattle driving. Nautical parish. This is not the best way to figure out which one is the longest. That's very funny. Mad Frank Dan. What Don did with the knots. Oh, Don Knotts. Caesar, who would get out of this maze faster, me or a mouse? That's not puzzling. Can I use scissors? I feel all tied up. I untied my captive and just threw the rope on the floor. Nautical Pac-Man, and we'll end with, are you smarter than a 5th grade mouse? Okay, we're going to the rope puzzle. Oh, you know what, chat room, we got some matches here. George said, for the rope puzzle, my caption is, I think this was the first prototype of what they call Pac-Man. Am I correct? You got some matches there, George. Let's go to your photo 3, which is a huge container ship. Okay, at dock. Okay, a huge container ship at dock. This might be a little on the tough side. Mortron, finally, my ship has come in. Cantankerous container ship, pack. I said, don't unload it. Tang, Hekanos, Disneyland Shipyards. Mad Frank, you don't see those full, you don't see these full like that anymore. Declare memories of days before the tariffs. We're going a lot that way. Caesar, this is what it looks like when I go shopping. Twisted Echoes, delivering the giant Rubik's Cubes. Oh, someone else right after, Becky, giant Rubik Cubes stacked in the deck, on the deck. Flying out, I remember when I used to come into the U.S., Johnny says, here's my weed trimmer finally arrived. Has my weed trimmer finally arrived? Dan, now we know you can contain yourself. Time to get those onto the train. My AliExpress order from Giz Fiz is finally here, says Caesar. Tariff, what tariff? Says Tombo. Raise the sails. We ran out of fuel, says Ranger Rick. Demos, most of those are empty these days. Paul says, my new toys are here. Can you help me unload them? Hawk says, my Amazon packages is the container on the right. J Mez, the supply chain is over. And ending with Dan. Hey, Five Below, your store just came into the dock. Okay, George says, for the huge container ship, my caption is, as cool as we are, I think we still have room for 1,500 more containers. Wow. Okay, let's go on to our next photo. described as a shortwave radio. Shortwave radio. Oh, this one's a little tricky, it seems. Well, no one. What? We interrupt this broadcast. Crackle pot. How many people online now are younger than this radio? Dick, can you maximize the image a second? I can go back to that. Hang on a minute. Boy, this mouse is just driving me crazy today. This is what the photo looks like. And the description is shortwave radio. All right, now we'll go back to see what you're all saying. Tuning in Radio Free Europe. This is what Dick listened to growing up. Those vacuum tubes would actually heat the room. My heat kit radio, broadcasting to all ships at sea. Tuning in Radio Free Europe. My shortwave is now useless. They've gone over to long wave. Where's the USB port on this? Tuning into the shadow nose. I can get a picture on this dang thing. Vintage radio only picks up Fiva McGee show. ... Wonder what brand that is. I thought I was buying a long wave radio. My grandmother's internet. This model played better music. Does this play new wave? How do I tune in 1950 on this? Needs more apps. And we'll end with joy. As a child, my grandpa's radio was my internet. All right. George says, for the shortwave radio, my caption is, I like listening to whatever's playing on the shortwave radio because it's so interesting. All right. Next photo. Well, the caption is just what it is. Man leaning against a tree, reading a book. Man leaning against a tree, reading a book. Okay. That might be hard to caption, but we'll see. Yeah. Check your summer reading list for fake books, says Hekanos. Pack. Watch out for the gators. Dale. Took off my shoes and all the wildlife ran away. Becky, waiting for the ship to come in. Oh my God, you are good with this chat room. Demos the day before the internet. Wait till the tide comes in. Martron. Caesar. This man loves pink. Flying out. Alligator. Twisted Echo. Found Waldo without his hat. James, I hope that squirrel brings my shoes back. Flying out. Beat me to it. Funny thing, he's leaning on a tree reading a book on trees made out of trees, says Dan. Best of both worlds. Nature and a book. Tang says, what a boring book. The other was Magoo. Morgus, everything was right. Put down the phone and pick up a good book. Penta Penguin, he's branching out with his library choices. Most relaxing way to read, Giz 1. Ranger Rick, fish biting. Need to read instructions on how to fish. The book title is How to Avoid a Tsunami. Sex Horse Post. Mad Frank, damn, I brought the wrong glasses. Declare picture of peace. And then a murder of crows arrives. That was Declare Tombo. The book is upside down. Oh. Cartoon Steve, before the Kindle era. Caesar, I bet he's reading a romance novel. Paul, with this guy yelling, timber, please be quiet. I'm trying to read. And we'll end with Gizzle. It's a mystery book that he already solved. The Case of the Missing Hair. Oh, it is gone. George says, for the man leaning against the tree reading a book. My caption is, on a nice warm Saturday. Nice to take a few hours off to get caught up on my reading. And let's go to our food shot. The description is maple bars. Maple bars. God, with a ton of icing. Maple bars. Okay. Oh, yummy, says Pack. Stephen, near eclairs, flying out. Maple bars, my favorite. Caesar said, looks like a Twinkie with icing. Tang, don't mind if I do. What are you having? Magoo, yummiest treat. Dan makes my eyes glaze over with delight. A lot of puns today. Dale Paco, hot dogs with icing? Not so sure about that. Frosting on top, yum. Ranger Rick, declare, half dozen, I'll take them. Hecka knows how many can you eat. Paul, would you like a maple bar with icing? With your icing? I declare it's an egg-claire, says Hawks Post. Mad Frank, this show always makes me hungry. Martron says, time to go bar hopping. And we'll end with Becky, my Telisterized just jumped. Let's see what George did. George said maple bars. We used to have a bakery truck called Mary Ann's, and they would deliver these maple bars, which were only a nickel each back in the 1950s. All right, now we have a bonus picture, not for captioning, but George thought this would be, ta-da! I believe just before the show, I was talking to George, and George said, my barber is here watching the show. So we have two shots of George after his new haircut. You look great, George. And tell your barber he did a good job. All right, now we're going to go to facts from George Davis. Everybody can play. Oh, what year was the first Pop-Tart? What year was this is a two-part question. What year was the first Pop-Tart? 56? 65? 1930? 1896? Boy. I'm going to go 1962. I'm with J. Mez. You got an answer?
Say 60, 1960.
60?
That's
Lynn?
what I was going to say too.
Okay.
1960.
Our in-person audience are both in with 1960. We're all wrong, but everybody's pretty close. Pop-Tarts first were invented by Kellogg's and started selling in 1964. Now, the second part is, what are the two top Pop-Tart flavors? The two top Pop-Tart flavors. Oh, Declare had it? Cream spinach, strawberry and blueberry, strawberry, blueberry, cream spinach, strawberry chocolate, strawberry blue. Oh, wow, strawberry chocolate. You know what? Cardboard and old newspaper, strawberry and maple, Chipotle and maple sugar. You know, several of you have it right for both of them. Limburger cheese, apple and blueberry, strawberry, blueberry. I used to like Pop-Tarts, but then What's the other one? Is it toaster cakes? I think they're way better. Chat room, many of you are correct. The top selling flavors are strawberry and chocolate. Strawberry and chocolate. And many of you had that combination. This is going to be hard. In 2025, how many computers are hooked to the internet at one particular time? It's very hard to answer this. In 2025, how many computers are connected to the internet? Let's see, I have one. Dennis has a one.
Right here.
A billion. It just says, Dema says all of them. A lot of you, I'll make it, I'll change it. We know that the answer is in billions, okay? We know the answer is in billions. That might make it easier. Okay. I don't know, 50 billion. No idea.
Eight.
How?
8
billion. And these are 40 billion. Let me look at the answer. The answer is 24 billion. Twisted Echo. Very close. 24 billion at one. I don't know who could ever prove that. Oh. What is the most searched topic on the computer? The most searched topic. Sex. Oh, sex. The most searched topic. Google. Did his pants maybe look fat? Is Elvis dead? YouTube. Closest, how to subscribe to Mad. Amazon. Any idea?
I said sex.
Sex?
Yeah.
Where is the DMV?
Where's the DMV? The quiz was, so far, one person has it right. The most, according to this page, the most searched for is, and Bill also has it, and Becky has it, weather. The most searched for, and Denison has it too. The most searched for. This sounds vaguely from what? This can't possibly be right. What year was the Mona Lisa put up for display in the Louvre Museum? What year was the Mona Lisa first put on display in the Louvre? When Leonardo donated it to Goodwill. Any idea?
1850.
All right, someone is close, but this answer has me. All right, chat room, is this humanly possible? The answer is 1665. The museum's been around that long? Okay, 1665 is what it says. Took a lot of convincing, but she finally agreed to be there. Is that how long the museum was around? I guess so.
17th century.
Okay, George ends with, thank you everybody, you're great. You keep making our show better, so thank you all. I want you to keep a smile on your face. Love your family and friends. We'll see you when we get together next time on the show. Bye, everybody. George. George. Hi, George. Hi, Mr. Barberman. Okay, we're going to do some logo, some fact or crap. Okay. Oh, I found a fact or crap. We haven't. Once a world capital for cocaine trafficking, Cali, Colombia now bills itself as the salsa capital of the world.
Salsa?
Fact or crap? Once a world capital for cocaine trafficking, Cali, Colombia now bills itself as the salsa capital of the world. Wow! Definitely leading toward fact.
It's a fact.
Fact.
I should say crap.
Dennis, fact. Lindy, crap. It is a fact. It is a fact. I have never heard this in my life. Google's unofficial motto is "Don't be evil." Google's unofficial motto is "Don't be evil." Now that could be one of those things that is so ridiculous. Wow, Bill says it's a fact. I remember it. They gave it up. It used to be a fact. Now it's officially crap. I'm going with a fact because it sounds like it couldn't be. What do you think?
Fact, too.
You, fact?
I think crap.
Lindy's in with crap. It is indeed a fact.
Oh my gosh.
Google's unofficial motto is "Don't be evil." I guess it was, right? Martron said it was, but then they found evil was more fun. Barack Obama is the only president not born on the North American continent. Fact or crap? Barack Obama is the only president not born on the North American continent. See, it's very funny. It started out as all crap, and now it's going into it's very good. Yes. It is indeed a fact. Because it's born in Hawaii, right? So it's not on the North American continent. All right. You know, this is a kind of a funny thing. I found it online, that you could play fact or crap with yourself. All right, so you'll get an example when I say this. Where was that thing? Question. Oh, yeah, I can't find the sheet, but I remember the first one. I have a tattoo on my body that no one sees. Fact or crap? I have a tattoo on my body that no one sees. Fact. Fact. We're leaning toward fact. Crap. Crap it, you can see it. We can see it from here, says Paul. Cover yourself. I bet you have a cheeky answer. I have 0 tattoos. All right. I had a tattoo for a short time.
It's one of the temporary.
Yes, I know. What is that ink that they...
Henna.
Henna. Yes, I thought I wanted to see what it was like to have a tattoo, and then I just thought, yeah, it's like too much trouble. Oh, this is a science factor crap. The Eiffel Tower grows up to 6 inches more in the summer. Fact or crap? The Eiffel Tower grows up to 6 inches more in the summer.
I think it could expand the height. Does it matter?
Um,
Around in general. So I would say fact that from the heat.
Fact.
Yeah, fact.
Yeah, I'm in with fact too. There you go. Stephen has it. Yeah, heat expands due to heat. The composition of a star is fire and ice. The composition of a star is fire and ice. Yeah, I'm in with crap too.
I'll say crap.
Crap. We're all 100% crap here, Tara. Oh, it is. It is crap. And we'll do one more.
Made of. Just
Oh, this is great. Fact or crap? Your eyes can always see your nose, but your brain ignores it. Your eyes can always see your nose, but your brain ignores it. That's why noses have inferiority complexes. Especially if you lie a lot. I'm not being nosy. Pinocchio did not have this problem. I don't know. I'm thinking not. What do you
I
think?
think it's crap.
Crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think crap.
Crap. Your eyes can always see your nose, but the brain ignores it is a fact. Gizzle said, my nose is so big my eyes can't look away. Chat room, be very, very funny. All right, I'm going to take a soda break. So what I did, I have a little video that we did on the Giz Fiz a couple of weeks ago, and it's something I find kind of frightening, okay? And there was another article in it one day this week, I forgot on what newspaper I was reading. And it's about microplastics, okay? And what a danger they are and how they're growing. Now, it's a company that says they have a part of a solution. I know nothing how effective it is or anything, but I thought, thank God someone's thinking about this problem. And this is that 3-minute video that we did use on the Giz Fiz a few weeks ago. And it was shown at PepCon. It was kind of fun to find something at PepCon totally new. You know, normally it's Bluetooth speakers and appliances and smart beds, but this was something new. You know, we're hearing so much about microplastics these days, and I thought I'd pick up a package. Oh wait, no, we want to get rid of microplastics, and we're going to find out how Cleaner, without the E, will help do that. Is that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
So washing machines are actually the #1 source of microplastic pollution out into the world and eventually back into our bodies. So if you think about it, every time you wash your clothes, millions of microplastics are being sent out into the environment, and it's just like the dryer lint from your dryer lint filter where you have to scrape it all off. 60 to 70% of that is actually microplastic that's going out into the environment, and our filter can go on any washing machine and capture 90% of them before they go out into the world.
So I know this sounds like a silly question, but a laundromat would not be a good place to hang out. Is that correct?
There's a lot of microplastics right now coming out of your washing machine that really need to be
Do you make
stopped.
a giant one for a laundromat, or is it mainly a consumer?
Yeah, so our Vortex technology, which is
Okay.
inspired off how fish filter, that's how we actually remove the microplastics, is with the Vortex. So on the inside of a fish's mouth, their gills actually generate a vortex to keep them from clogging as they're swimming and filtering out their food.
Okay.
We use a similar concept to remove the microplastics 90% down to 50 microns in size. But I'm telling you that because fish can be really small and they can be really big.
Right.
So we think, just like fish, that we can scale our vortex
Oh,
up
okay.
and we can
Okay.
scale our vortex down. So
Okay.
basically, all you need to do is you take the washing machine hose that's
Okay.
in your wall today, and you plug it onto the inlet to our filter.
Okay.
We send you a new hose that goes onto the outlet and back into your wall.
Okay.
And then you're able to remove 90% of microplastics down to 50 microns in size.
That's great. Do you have a sample of what?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. Oh, is this what I'm? Is this?
Yeah.
This is what's going.
That's clean water.
Okay.
This is the water without the cleaner filter. So if you shake it up, these are what all the microplastics look like that are in your washing machine that we've captured with our filter and then put back into the jar.
So in theory, we have a lot of this in our bodies now.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
been found in our brain, it's been found in our blood, it's been found in our lungs, it's really been found all throughout the human body.
At last, a perfect reason to have a little brain. All right, so retail price.
Yeah, so it's going to retail for $279.
Oh, okay.
It's available for pre-order now on our website with an early bird special for $249.
Okay.
And then it's going to go on sale to order on Ocean's Day, which is
Okay.
June 8th. Yep,
Okay.
and it's www.cleaner.life, L-I-F-E. And then you might want to show some of what the microplastics look like too.
So this is magnified how many times? Or-
So there's the scale in the bottom. That's the 1 millimeter scale down in the bottom.
Oh, okay, okay.
And then that's a
That's
clean
the filter
filter
after
before
5
we
washes.
filter anything on the left.
Okay.
And it's a dirty filter over on the right from his perspective. From ours, it's clean on the right, dirty on the left.
Wow. Amazing stuff.
And then we have an actual dirty pod as well that's under a microscope, so you can actually move that around.
Yes. Laundromats would make out like crazy if they started advertising that we're using these on our machines.
So we've installed actually at 2 universities. So we've installed Case Western Reserve University and the University of Akron, and we're getting ready to install at a 3rd university. So we have a really nice university program where we're starting to put them in student dormitory
that's great.
washing machines.
That's great. I came back to Cleaner for a minute because I thought, wait a minute, we should see the inside of the machine, and we're now going to take a look. So Max is going to show us.
So on the inside is the Vortex technology, which is doing the separation of the microplastic particles. So it's pushing 90% of the microplastics down into the cleaner pod. And this is what's inspired by fish and how fish filter.
And the cleaner pod is something that we take out and throw away?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So the
Okay.
cleaner pod is in the front. And you can see this is the pod.
Oh, okay.
So that's a dirty pod under the microscope. This is a clean pod.
okay.
And this is where all the microplastics are captured, and you can throw it away so they're properly disposed of.
And how often do you do that? Every
You do that
washing?
once a week, every 5 loads of laundry.
Every 5
Yep.
the loads of laundry. Okay, this is great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, that was kind of interesting, wasn't it? Hello. It's made of plastic. Yes. 5 loads a week. I don't know. That must be a family with like 9 kids Laundry is always loads of fun. So affordable. GoDaddy is selling something for, well, this thing I think was $249. And it goes on sale Ocean Day, which I think he said was June 8th. You know, I don't know. Do microplastics still make it out into the world when you throw it away? Possibly. I think the thing is you want to keep it out of your house. So when we drop stuff off at the laundry, we should make them come out to the street and say, hey, we have this. Come out and get these bags. When the sheets hit the fan. Okay, we're going to do our snappy answer. All right. From Al Jaffe's book. Al Jaffe wrote 8 of these. The first couple of these books sold in the millions, okay? And it's where what's happening is obvious, but someone still asks a stupid question. And you come up with a very snotty answer, basically, okay? All right, it's a guy at the edge of a cliff, tied himself to a giant stone, and the ranger is saying, are you going to commit suicide? Okay. Are you going to commit suicide? And your snappy answer is... And then we'll see what Jaffe's were. No, I'm going to rock and roll. Tang says, I'm verifying gravity exists on this planet. Oh, another one. Nope, I'm testing Newton's theory on gravity. Oh, they're Becky. No, I'm testing the theory of gravity. No sightseeing. I'm testing this poorly designed necktie. No, the rock is. I'm just making sure it works. No, this looks like the fastest way to get down off this hill. These are very good, chat room. No, I'm teaching this rock to swim. I'm testing to see if the law of gravity is real. I'm testing this ledge for safety. I just need to get to the bottom of this cliff. No, the rock is, and I'm just... The rock is, but I'm just along for the ride, says Hawks. No, I invented anti-gravity device and I'm going to demonstrate it. No, I want you to hold the rock. No, this is Lover's Leap and I'm in love with a boulder. No, I'm just rehearsing. And we'll end with one more. No, I missed my flight, so I'm going to jump on. Oh, that's very good, Twisted Echo. Oh, this is almost like that. I'll just read Jaffe's thing and then hold it up. No, I'm inventing a new form of travel. No, I'm playing a new game called Follow the Rock. No, I'm testing the rope to see the braking strength. Chat room, those are very funny. Some very funny stuff there. All right, I have a couple of... Turns out that on those Guinness World Record cards, there are little facts that we can use as fact or crap. A grandmother in the United Kingdom owns a hot cross bun that was baked in 1821, a little more than 200 years ago. Fact or crap? A grandmother in the United Kingdom. Chumley says it's a fact and she made it herself. Has a hot cross bun that was baked a little more than 200 years ago. Marchon said, and it's still fresh. Why not? It's a fact, but don't eat it. Fact. It was part of a land grant from the king. You guys are very funny. Shelby says, well, you got to age it a bit. Was it for the coronation of King George? It is indeed a fact. A fact. I will do one more. That's a great one. President Thomas Johnson bought a machine for macaroni when he was in Italy, and it helped make macaroni and cheese famous in the United States. Fact or crap? President Thomas Johnson bought a machine for making macaroni in Italy, and it helped make macaroni and cheese famous in the United States. I don't know. I mean, if he was a chef, maybe. I don't know. I was leaning way toward crap. Kraft made it popular. Yankee Doodle knew about the macaroni. Crap. All right, leaning. How about you guys?
Crap.
Everybody's in with the crap.
I never heard of Thomas Johnson as a president.
You never heard of Thomas what?
Thomas Johnson as a president. I know there was a president. Was there a president? Lyndon Johnson, but not Thomas Johnson.
Yeah, Thomas Johnson, wasn't he like one of the really early ones? Anyway, macaroni sounds very American. Oh, it's true. It's true. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. I'm reading a card wrong. It's Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. Sorry about that. Is it still crap? Is it still crap? All right, we will. Oh, you know what? We still have a lot of time, so I'm going to find one of those cards with the surveys on them because they are. I thought these cards. Oh, wait a minute. I have these big cards. Oh, let's see. And spelling counts. On what planet did Luke Skywalker grow up? Now, I know the two people in the studio are out. The three people in the studio are out. On what planet did Luke Skywalker grow up? Boy, chat room. You're very good. And most of you have spelled it correctly. Wow. Tatooine. Tattoon. Well, I never would have guessed this. What is the highest grossing movie of all time? Now, I bought this a year or two ago. This does not seem right to me. What is the highest grossing movie of all time? Well, now the answers make me think the card could be correct. No, not the grossest movie of all time. Any idea? Any guess?
I was thinking Godfather.
Godfather. Oh, that's a good guess. Chat room, a lot of you have it. Avatar. Avatar was the highest grossing movie of all time, according to this card. Boy, here's another one that leaves out the East Coast. In the Incredible movies, in The Incredibles, the movie from 2004, what is Mr. Incredible's power? In The Incredibles 2004 movie, what is Mr. Incredible's power? It's in his kiss. Stretching the truth. Oh, that's very funny. Invisibility. Strength. Incredible flatulence. Google searching. Fast eater. Tremendous BO. No, so many of you have it. Mr. Incredible was known for his super strength. It goes way back, but who was known for his ability to be stretchy? Don't say it out loud. Do you remember? What superhero had stretching ability? Dead end. You don't remember Plastic Man? Oh, Plastic Man. Plastic Man would be locked in a room, and from across the other wall, his hand a finger would go and into the keyhole and unlock it. Plastic Man. Oh, Paul, yeah, the modern one is Microplastic Man. He's about that big. That's very funny, chat room. Very funny. We'll do one more, and then we'll do some match game. Oh, I know this one, but you have to be a Monty Python fan. What Monty Python and Holy Grail character says, "It's just a flesh wound"? What Monty Python and Holy Grail character says, "It's just a flesh wound"? Oh, it seems I. And quite a few. Oh my God. That is a riot, chat room. It is indeed the Black Knight. The Knight to say knee. Very funny. Very good. All right, we're going to do some match game.
Dick, somebody in the chat room said that it's interesting. If you close one eye, you can see your nose.
Yeah, oh, I can see it on the camera. Oh, no, okay.
It works.
Wait a minute.
You can see your nose.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, it's interesting.
You know what? I only have half a nose because when I close my left eye, I don't see my nose. When I close my right eye, I do see my nose. Oh, open and close them?
No, it's
No, Linda just said if you open and close
I
them.
said if you open them both, you see nothing.
Yeah.
right. But then if you close one, you see
No
your
nose.
nose. I don't know who said it, but that was very clever.
Yeah, you learn something new every day. You can also see the inside of the other eyelid. What? No, through your nose. You have to look through your nose. If you look up your nose, you can actually see out through your ear. Did you know that? It's great for spying. Just say, put your ear toward that couple. I want to spy on them. And then you look up that person's nose. And it's like a periscope. Not many people know that. But with my medical background, all right. Everybody got their pens? Let me get my paper. Because I am playing too. The school teacher said Most of my students bring me an apple, but yesterday the surgeon's son brought me a blank. Oh, I have to see if I can get the music on. A little bit of thinking. Are you hearing that, chat room? We can't hear it here, but you might be hearing it. School teacher said, most of my students bring me an apple, but the surgeon's son just put a blank on my desk. I think we're all going to match here. Oh, what, maybe no matches. Oh, chat room. That is very funny. Oh, I did get some matches. Heart. But Adam's apple is very clever. Dennis. Liver, did you get matches? Oh, you did. Plenty of matches. Lindy? A cookie? Dennis. Adam's apple is very clever, chat room. Very clever. Chat room, remember, we're a family-friendly show. Carl was blowing up a balloon, and he hiccuped, and the balloon went in his mouth and out his blank. As Carl was blowing up a balloon, he hiccuped, and the balloon went in his mouth and came out his blank. All right. I said ear. Okay. Dennis said butt. You got. And
I said ear.
oh, Lindy's in with ear too. Okay. Very good. Let me see. Adam, left nostril. Came out his eye. Came out his nose. Nose is also a good answer. Okay. At the circus, the ringmaster said to the new ringmaster, remember, kid, no matter how tired you get, never take a nap under the blank. At the circus, the new ringmaster said to the young ringmaster, remember, son, no matter what, never take a nap under the blank. This is hard, but I think I have an answer. All right. Vicky, did you answer yet? Oh, Vicky never fails. Elephant. A lot of other elephants too. Giz one. A lot of people. Under the dancing bear. Under the cannon. Under the wire. Under the evil clown car. Under the gorilla. Brian says, under the circus owner's wife. Okay, a lot of elephants. Dennis said elephant. And Lindy?
And an elephant.
Lindy's in with an elephant too. Very good. Oh, this is good. Beverly Hills is so ritzy.
How ritzy is it?
It's so ritzy, you can't get into the unemployment office unless you have a blank. Beverly Hills is so ritzy, you can't get into the unemployment office unless you have a blank. All right. Maybe it's harder than I thought. All right, I wrote mine. Let me look up. Oh, no. I have no matches. Vicky, did you write your answer yet? Vicky, I don't match you, but that's a funny answer. It's so rich that you can't get the unemployment office unless you have a job. Stephen, thank you. Ta-da! Unless you have an appointment, a line of credit, a Rolex, reservation. Dennis said, unless you have a job, you match Vicky. And
A limo.
unless you have a limo. I think we did get that. Give her it's a good answer. A limo. Okay, that's good. And then we'll do one more, and then we'll get Charlie. Boy, I don't get. I didn't write this question. I'm going to read it anyway, okay? Count Dracula's grandfather said, "My false fangs are in tip-top shape because while I sleep, I soak them in blank." Count Dracula's grandfather said, "My false fangs are in tip-top shape because when I sleep, I soak them, my fangs, in..." Well, I can only think of one thing. Blood. Polygrip, baking soda, blood. I got a lot of bloods. Dennis, you said? Oh, blood. Dennis said blood, match. And Lindy?
I got it wrong. I said dentigrip. I meant
Poly, that's a match. Polydent, that's a match. You want to go get Charlie? All right, chat room, we'll do... does anybody have a match game question? Anybody have made up a match game question? Let's see. Let's make up a match game question. Oh, here we go. Caesar. Wile E. Coyote is tired of chasing the road runner. Is tired of chasing the road runner for dinner. Instead, he'll be eating blank. Wile E. Coyote is tired of chasing the road runner for dinner. Instead, he'll be eating blank. All right, I got an answer. I don't know if it's going to be a match or not. Hang on, Charlie. All right, chat. Charlie, in a minute. I didn't get any matches. Taco Bell, Acme Frozen Dinner, Bugs Bunny, sushi. I said takeout. Lindy?
I said turtle.
A turtle. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time where we get our remote camera
Before we get our snacks.
and we see, hang on, and we go to our mascot dog. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Charlie, the mascot dog. Charlie, look up, Charlie. Oh boy. Charlie, always look at your camera, Charlie. Charlie. Oh, let's look at the tail action. Oh my God, Sir Wags a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sir Wags a lot. Oh boy, look at that guy. All right, Charlie, the tail is more in camera than your face. Look up at the chat room, Charlie. Come on, look at the chat room. He said, do they have food? Charlie, look at, they have Frankfurters in here. The chat room, Charlie. So, listen, I'm food driven, I'm sorry. I'm totally food driven. Giz one said, if the tail hits you, it'll hurt you. Oh, boy. All right, chat room. Yeah, Charlie, that was it. Okay, that was it. That was a lot of wagon. All right, chat room. Tomorrow night is Giz Wiz. And then next Wednesday, we'll be doing this again. Anybody watch the thing with Leo and I? That was great fun. What was it? On Friday, anybody see that? Yeah, Leo, it was very funny. Leo had a copy of every single theme we ever had. And I believe I think you have to belong to the club to see it again, okay? It was originally just on YouTube and anybody could see it. But now I think you need to belong to the club to see it again. And the game show, the game show, that was great. I wish they had notified me. I would have liked to have recorded it again, because here in the city, Spectrum the Spectrum did a cable upgrade, and my DVR went from 81% full to 11. That meant they deleted 70 hours of videos. Anyway, it's not on the ABC website. It's behind a paywall, Hulu. So if you belong to Hulu, you can see it. Okay, everybody, we'll see. Oh, yeah, we have to do our regular bond. This has been regular old-fashioned, totally unimproved Giz Fiz of Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DeBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Charlie the Dog, Lindy Dunn, Scooter X, Becky, the missing Myra Joyce, Hawks Post. Oh, wait, we're going to go to you for your credits. First, we start with our credits. And then we'll go to you for your credits. And there we have Charlie's theme. We're using Charlie's theme as the goodbye theme. All right, Dale Paco, once again, the usual hanger-arounder. Roberto Productions, so Wags a Lot Tail Insurance Provider, Vicky. Gizzle is Dave Foley artist. Charlie Scheduler, Caesar, Wardrobe Mistress, D. Claire, Becky, official guest greeter. Oh, hi, Lindy, says Becky. Charlie's backup admirer, Tang. Morgan's Charlie's stunt double. ZX, button pusher, Charlie's fur. Provided by Reuben Brothers International, says Dan. L.A. Eric is the Giz Fiz lawyer. Very busy. J-Mez Bad Answer Manager. Mole, says Stephen. And we'll end with Paul. Mabel Bar icing manager who fell asleep and drowned them all in icing. All right, chat room, I'll see you tomorrow night for Fizz, and we'll see you next week for Wiz. Thank you, Lindy. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Charlie. Bye. Bye, everybody. Of course, Dennis, why don't you lean in and at least wave goodbye, Dennis? I'll tell you when the fade starts. You can stick your head in real fast. Hang on. It's going to happen now, Dennis. You could wave goodbye. Come on. Oh, there you go. The hand of Dennis Wonderland.